Hi YouTube, it's Chanel here. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to read through your credit card statement, but more importantly, how to understand what it is that your statement is telling you. I remember about 10 years ago when I got my first credit card and I was really pumped up about it. And then when I got my first credit card statement in the mail, I looked more like this. So I'm hoping that by posting this video, I can help a lot of different people avoid the confusion that comes with looking through your credit card statement. Here is the sample credit card statement that I'm going to be using in this video, and I got it off of the Federal Reserve website. Shout out to them for providing this resource for free because it's really great. Look at the top of this statement. You can see that it has the lender's name, your account number, and some dates. Now, these dates are very important. This is going to tell you the start date for your payment cycle and the statement closing date. In this case, everything that's going to be on this specific bill or statement is going to be purchases and transactions that happened between February 21st and March 22nd. So if you bought a cup of coffee for $1 on March 23rd, it will not be due on the due date for this specific cycle because it happened after the statement closing date. So you don't have to pay that until you get your next bill. So let's work our way down and look at number 1, which is a summary of account activity. Now here, you're going to be able to see all of the details for how your current balance was calculated. So it has the previous month's balance and it subtracts out any recent payments and credits you have. And then it adds in any purchases that you made or charges that you had to your account, fees and interest charges and things like that. So this is also going to tell you your credit limit and how much credit is available to you now. So this person has $215.47 available. So they've spent almost all of the money that's available to them on this card, which is really bad. If you watch one of my other videos about utilization, you'll know why this is a really, really bad thing for your score. Now, number 2 is the payment information for your account. So your total new balance is going to be on here. Out of that $1,784.53 that you owe, you only actually have to pay $53 by your due date, which is right below right here, payment due date, April 20th. So if you think about it, let's say this person bought a $30 pair of sneakers on February 21st. They don't have to actually pay those $30 for those sneakers until April 20th. So that gives them almost 2 months to get that money together to pay back what they owe. And that's a really great thing about using credit cards. But if you wait after the payment due date to pay, then you actually will get charged interest. So you'll end up paying more than $30 for those sneakers. If you have the money, pay it in full every time your payment due date comes. Number 3 is the late payment warning. That's letting you know what the consequence is going to be if you don't pay at least the minimum balance due by the due date. So that means if this person doesn't send $53 on April 20th, if they forget to send that money in, then they're going to end up spending an extra $35 on a late fee, and their APR is going to get bumped up to 28.99%. The next section, it shows you what will happen if you just put your card away and don't use it again and just send the minimum payment every month. Interest is going to continue to get charged. So it's going to take you 10 years to pay off your balance. And in the end, you'll end up paying $3,284 just for spending $1,784. So that's ridiculous. What would happen if you spend a little bit more than the minimum payment each month? So in this case, just by spending $9 more a month, the amount of time this person spends in debt gets chopped down to 3 years. You could save $1,052 in total over that time. You know, that's money that you could be putting away in your account. You could be taking a trip that you've always wanted to take. You could be putting it towards your house. You could be spending it on your child's college education, whatever you want to do with that money. But the point is that they're trying to show you how much you could save if you are a little bit more responsible. Sections 5 and 6 are the notice of changes section. So the first one tells you if there's any changes to your interest rate. And that means that if the bank who supplies your credit card wants to make more money, you know, they can do it. They want to increase the interest rate that they charge you, they're totally free to do that. But they do have to give you at least 45 days notice according to the law. Number 7 is your transaction summary. So this is where I spend most of my time looking at my statement because I want to make sure there's no errors here. If there's a transaction that I don't recognize, then I will go ahead and report that. Number 8 is still part of the transaction summary, and that is the broken down into more detail, fees and interest charges. Number 9 is the totals year to date. So this section will tell you the total fees that you've paid and the total interest that you've paid this year. So in 2012, this person has paid already over $100 in fees and interest. So and it's only what, March. So for that person, does not look very good. And they're gonna keep going this way. They're gonna spend almost $400 to $500 this year in fees and in interest, and that's, you know, such a waste of money. So we want to make sure that that's not happening. The last section here is the interest charge calculation section. So here you're going to be able to see what your APR is, and it's going to show you what balance they used the interest rate on. The bottom line here is that you've got to make sure you read carefully through your credit card statement every month. I usually spend at least 5 to 10 minutes going through and making sure that there are no errors. If there is a mistake, I immediately report it. That is all I have for you guys today. If there's any questions or if anything was unclear, just go ahead and comment below. You can also email me at MissBeHelpful@gmail.com. Till next time, peace.